Welcome back, everyone. It's been a while. I do appreciate a lot of the support that you guys been doing for my channel, and it just makes me happy that some people are willing to just watch a video about me just rambling on about nonsense, I suppose. But I do enjoy just a normal day of coming back from work, sitting down and making a video that people enjoy, just me just talking. There's a lot of things I do want to talk about into the talk video, and I'm not entirely sure where I'm gonna head with this channel. Honestly, do I continue doing more Grand Summoner, or do I switch to a different game? Because I'm not sure what I do after this. Grand Summoner is fun, but like the grinding of the weapons is gonna be really hard, in which that is perfectly fine with me. But could it get boring for you guys? That's the question. You know, my anime wife, she's sitting next to me, and she's looking at me with her cute googly eyes, and she's like, "What are you gonna do? Like, once the game gets to a point where you don't want to play it anymore?" And I looked at her and I said, "Wife, listen, okay, googly eyes, anime girl, whatever. This isn't gonna get boring, and hopefully it gets better later on." And it's only been out, I'm not sure, like what, 2 years probably. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that. I'm just taking a wild guess here because I don't really care how long it's been out for, to be completely honest with you. And then she just stares right back at me and she says, "Senpai, you gotta know these things, because where is your channel gonna be leading at after this? Will people continue watching you, senpai?" And then I'm telling her that dang right they're gonna watch me, because you know what? I'm the best. Who else would they watch apart from me? I'm the entertainment of the year. Man, I got myself a plate. A plate. A pot. Whatever those things those YouTubers get. They get those YouTube bar crap. Like, I'm so good at making videos that people are willing to give me all this stuff. Yeah, but it's been a hard life, anime wives. You know, I mean, honestly, I've been working my butt off, and it's gonna get a lot more harder for me to make some YouTube videos, because now at my job I'm gonna be working in the morning, and so it's gonna be a split shift. Hopefully, whenever the contract goes through with my job, and when that happens, I'm gonna be making money. Hell yeah, man! And plus, I don't want people to donate me, or you know, saying like, you know, my and my wife's like, "Why don't you just make a Patreon?" Well, I don't want people throwing money at me, because you know what, there might be a point where I might even stop making videos. And not just because it's the money involved, it's the fact that like I'm not entirely sure what game I want to play. And a lot of the games that come out are like mobile games that I love playing. It's fun. There's the good mobile games and there's the bad mobile games. There's the mobile games that have FPS games for some reason, and that just doesn't sit with me. And there are people that can actually play those types of games on their phones, and then I'm like, how could you even play this on the phone? Because like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. It's a small screen. You're using your thumbs to press buttons, and sometimes your thumbs can be a little bit big. Yes, you can change the HUD of how it looks, and it can make it bigger. And then to me, it's like making it bigger makes it worse, because sometimes the buttons doesn't like recognize that you pressing it. And I'm like, anime wife, stop staring at me these googly eyes and just understand that I don't want to play games like that. I heard that there was another game that was supposed to be coming out, and it was called Clouda or something like that, and it looked like the same exact game that you're looking at right now, but a little bit more different. I think it's going to be a little bit more difficult, and there was people talking about like how it, you know, you pretty much should walk around in combat and all that stuff. And to me, walking around doesn't really mean anything, as long as there's tab targeting and also allowing me to throwing spells on to characters that I want to hit up first, like, you know, counter to counter kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, anime wife? You better know what I'm saying, because if you don't know what I'm saying, we're gonna have some problems. So as like I was saying before, though, like I've really don't know where I'm going to head with this channel. Do I continue making mobile games, or will there be other games I'm going to be playing after this? I don't want people to subscribe to this channel thinking that, wow, this is all it's going to be is mobile games. It's probably going to be more than that. It's just there's not really good games out right now. There's always like games, but they're not the games I want to play. The games I used to play back then was Dark Age of Camelot, and it was the best. It was the bomb. It was better than World of Warcraft, and the reason why it was better than World of Warcraft is because there was a whole bunch of other classes, a whole bunch of other races, and also the world was your oyster. And just like World of Warcraft, but like the thing is though, like it was awesome. Okay, the summoning was awesome, and that's what I liked about the game, is the summoning part about the game. It was incredible. You could have summoned, like, I don't remember what that class was called, but, like, you could summon a companion, and it was, like, something that a character would have made, okay? And it could be, like, 3 different, like, classes of those, okay? It could have been, or, sorry, 4. There was a rogue companion that you could have gotten when you got into a certain level, and I think it was the very first summon you would get was level 5, and it was a rogue. And then after that, when you get like level 10 or something, you would get a tank that would tank, and then when it lost aggro, it would heal you, give buffs to you or all allies around you. And then after that, you would get a mage, and a mage would just do DPS damage, like always. And then after that, I think the last one, I can't remember what it was exactly, but I know that I think it was a warrior slash tank. I'm not entirely sure. I could be completely wrong about it, but like it was so fun. Like I had such a blast with it, and a lot of people did not like the game because it just didn't sit well with them, because it wasn't like it's too hard. If a game was too easy, then it's not a worth of a game to play to me. Like for some reason, I don't want to sit there, play an easy game, get rewarded really easily. It's just not how I was. I guess that's not how I was like raised when I was playing games. I don't know why I said raised, but I guess when I was growing up is a better term. It was a lot more better, honestly, to fulfill, like you were rewarded to get that item, or you were rewarded of leveling up, taking that time, and then you were pretty much like, you took the time to do these things, and you know that you're on top because there are other people that don't want to take the time to do that. And that was like that when I played, and I loved it. It brought a lot of memories, and going back to it again, it's not the same because, you know, there's not as much players anymore, and it's focused on to PvP. And when it was focused on PvP, I was like, man, I don't care about PvP. Eventually, it's gonna get boring. You know, like you play it, and then you're gonna get bored. But however, Dark Age of Camelot Unchained, since I like Dark Age of Camelot, it's gonna be different. That's all I can say. I don't think it's gonna be great or anything, but it is definitely going to be different comparing to most games I play. You're probably saying to yourself, like, well, why don't you just play, like, Warframe? Why not just do that kind of thing? Why don't you just try it, those other games that were way back then? And I'm like, well, I didn't like Warframe. Warframe is so boring until you get into a higher level, and then you're just constantly grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding, and you feel like you're not getting anything. There's a difference between grinding and then earning something, and then I should say there's a difference between something being really difficult than something that is like grind. Like, hey, you want to gain something from something? Well, you're gonna have to grind hours and hours and hours to gain the one thing. See, with Grand Summoner, you're probably gonna say, well, Grand Summoner is the same way. Yes, but it doesn't. I don't need to sit there for 10 hours grinding like a simple item. For an example, like the weapons. Like, you could get weapons by doing like difficulties of advanced or pro or anything like that. And that's what I liked about this game, is that I can grind and still be rewarded for grinding. Now, it kind of sucks that a lot of the pro players already have everything that they need for every single character probably, or the characters that they think that are way better than the other characters. I think a lot of the 4-star characters should go to the 5 stars, especially the ones that you gain at the beginning of the game. Yes, waifu, I'm saying it. I think my favorite character are usually the 4 stars because they got cool effects. You know, I think a lot of it was taking the time of doing something like that. Like for an example, like the character right here that I'm pointing at, like I just like his attack animations. They're pretty cool, honestly. And I think my favorite character, if we're gonna talk about a 4-star character, would be an archer, and he was like a tiger or something like that, because his animation, like his attack animation, is so cool. I love it so much because it felt right. It felt like he was actually attacking. Some of the 5-star characters that you get, it doesn't feel right. Their attack animations don't feel like it's any good. Like you're like, oh wow, that's not as cool as I want it to be, or I figured it was going to be. And the 4-star characters, they got that. They got that feel. They got that where it's like when they attack, it feels good to see them attack. It feels really nice. It feels clean. I don't know. I haven't gotten to this game that much to be like criticizing some of the fucking work that goes into these characters. Yes, I'm gonna cuss. It's not meant for kids under the age of 18. I recommend watching Fortnite, you kids. Watch Fortnite or watch Minecraft videos or watch something. Go watch Ninja. This isn't meant for you kids, okay? It's just not, alright? My anime wife, she get on me and tell me, like, you gotta stop cussing. Well, it's not meant for these kids, so what can I say? I can cuss whenever I want, and I'm gonna keep saying kids should go and watch things that are PG-13. I don't think they should be cussing at their age until they get older, and they can cuss whenever the heck they want. And that is up to them and their parents, and I'm pretty sure their parents are not gonna like the idea of watching, or them watching someone that cusses. Well, anyways, I think that is all I have for today, everyone. I appreciate you looking at my videos and giving me a chance and tell me what you think of, I don't know, my personality. Me and my waifu are out of here, and you guys have a fantastic day, and I love every single one of you. And remember, if you don't no, I'm just joking. I don't care if you subscribe or not. I just enjoy making videos on the weekends. The next video that we'll have will probably be tomorrow, because today I'm going to be playing Age of Empires with one of my co-workers, or the people that I work with. And you have a fantastic day.